Hey everybody, in this video we're going to talk about the biggest reason that I see people not improving their golf games even though they go practice. We're going to talk about that in this video. Hey everybody, Scott Hogan coming at you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to talk about practicing here a little bit today. We are outside, ranges are open, we are ready to be out and practicing and getting better at golf. But some of you practice inside, this is going to be all the same information. So wherever you decide to practice, this is going to be really important. So we're going to go through all the stages of practicing and what you should be doing to improve. So don't miss out on the next parts of the video. Make sure you click that subscribe button so you catch those as we continue on. So let's talk about what we're going to see here when I see people that are not getting better. I know a lot of people that go out and practice and they hit ball after ball after ball and they just never seem to get better. They're always very frustrated. And the first thing I will ask them is, what is your goal when you go to practice? And a lot of times their goal doesn't match up with what stage they're in. So when we practice, there are different stages of practice. We have technical practice, we have sequential practicing, and then we have random practicing. You have to go through these stages. This is how you learn a skill. Now, we're going to talk today about technical practices. This is where a lot of people are going to be when they are doing their work early in the year or over the winter. And that's basically when you're working on the technique of your swing. So I want to show you what I do to set up to work on this part of my game in this way. And let's talk about some of the things you should expect when you do this. So when I'm going to do a technical practice, first thing is you have to have some sort of feedback. So I've got something down for a target alignment. I've got this one just down along my foot line. You can have something out in front if you want. That's fine. I want to have some idea of where I'm going as far as where the target is, but that's not going to be a huge deal at the moment. But just have something so you know, hey, I'm kind of going this way, all right? Now, the next thing we need is we need something called feedback. Now, when we are doing feedback from a technical standpoint, this is the type of stuff you see where you're making changes in your swing. You're trying to get your swing to do things and improve. The reason you would want to have things change in your swing is because you want to improve the chances that you can have a successful shot or an outcome to whatever you're trying to do. So if I'm going to do technical practice, I'm working on physically trying to make changes. What I need is feedback to see if those changes are happening. That is where my favorite tool by far is the live view camera. That's going to come out. I've got my iPad set up down here. And the reason I like the live view camera is I'm going to get the video feedback. I've got a live video feed right now going. I can see myself swing, so I can rehearse where I want to get to. I'm going to see if it's correct, and then I can take that into a full motion. Now, I don't have to hit a full shot yet, but I can take that into a full motion. So let's say you're somebody that, you know, you make a swing, you go back, and you come over the top, and you're trying to get that club to go down and feel like it's more from the inside, okay? First off, I can practice that with that feedback and see what I'm getting. See what I'm getting, where's that looking like? So as I'm doing this, I feel like, all right, my lead shoulder's staying a lot more closed. I'm not letting it fly open. And when I get up here at the top, my arms just almost work straight down while I'm closing the face, okay? And then after I've done a couple rehearsals, I'm gonna do a real slow swing. And what I love about the live view is it's automatically gonna play me back that swing. Now that looked pretty good, I think. I like how that looked. I saw the ball flight curve a little left, so if somebody that's over the top, you know, you can start saying, hey, I've changed my ball flight. But what I see people worry about in this stage, they're trying to make a change, that feels a little awkward, okay? That feels a little awkward. So my main goal here is to use the feedback, see that what I'm doing looks really, really good. So when I feel really different, when it doesn't feel quite right, I just know that it's a new feeling. I got to get used to it. It's going to take some time. You want to make sure that time is worth that effort. So when I'm going through and practicing, there we go. I kind of like that one. Let's see what we got. Notice I don't really care where the ball goes other than seeing it just kind of draw a little bit. That was pretty good there. So you have to get that feedback. You have to connect what we call feel versus real. So having some sort of setup where you can look at everything. Now, what do I see people use? I see people use pool noodles. I see people use these alignment rods, have them sticking in the ground. those are great if you do not have the feedback that you can get immediately. The important part is when you're doing feedback like this, you have to get it on every single swing, every single swing. You cannot go a swing without it, because you might do it incorrectly, and then if you do it incorrectly and you kind of think, oh, that might have been pretty good, well, that's more swings that you have to do to get over that feeling. You're just digging yourself into a hole. So that's why I like live view. I see people use their phones and stuff, but you got to walk back to your phone every time. That can be a little bit cumbersome. So I like the efficiency of using the live view feedback every time. Notice again, I'm not worried about the flight. I'm only worried about seeing my body do something different to get what I want. And that one was pretty good too. Let's see how that looked. Again, I like how it just pops up, plays it back. Oh yeah, I like that one a lot. So I get that feedback, and it's gonna give me confidence to keep doing what I'm doing. So what do I see people struggle with the most? They do this type of practice and they worry so much about where the ball goes. You're gonna feel a little bit different. You're going to hit some chunks. You're gonna hit some fat shots. You're gonna hit some thin shots. You're gonna hit some overdraws. That last one I hit actually pretty good, but the first few that I really liked, I mean, they hooked way left. They hooked way left. I wish I could show them to you. So it's one of those things where I don't worry about what the ball is going to be in my finish position. If I'm worried about that, I'm never going to go work hard enough at making the technical change that I want to make in my swing. That's why I don't have the launch monitor on. I don't want the final data yet. That comes later. That's also why a lot of times you see technical practice happen when you don't have a tournament coming up, you don't have an important round coming up, and you see a lot of pros do this in the winter because they know it's going to take some time. They're probably going to see some different types of shots they're not ready for. So they want to master those as they can with as much time as possible before they get ready. So keep that in mind. But if you're somebody that's going to practice, you're coming out here working on your swing, you've taken a lesson, let's say, and you want to work on a position in your swing, get out here, get some feedback, get the right type of feedback. Don't just look at where the ball's going. Look at what your swing is doing. Are you making the changes? And then you're going to see those changes work long term, as opposed to just kind of being a flash in the pan thing where they work once in a while. So that's technical practice. Once you master this part, you'll move into sequential. We'll talk about that and what I do to help you work on that part of your game. Your job is to figure out if this is what you're at, if you're working on your swing this way. If so, get a station up just like this. You'll be ready to go. Get that feedback out. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you everybody for watching. Again, make sure you click that subscribe button. If you like the video, click that thumbs up button. It really does help us out. We will see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching. Peace.